Good afternoon, morning, day, and night, and welcome everyone to the Loaded Potato Podcast. I am your beautiful host for today, Ivan, of course, and today I have good boy musher number one, Brandon.
Mush.
Just mush.
Mush.
And good boy number two, musher Axel.
Hi ho, everyone.
No, that's not what I'm. No. Well, I kind of mixed y'all in. I was either thinking of making y'all dogs or just the mushers, so I kind of did both.
Mush. Monkey.
Just mush. All right. Well, how are y'all doing this week?
Mush.
Just mush.
Monkey.
Monkey. Winton.
Besides doing the thing we did yesterday after this recording, and then me falling in that creek too again.
Oh, that was yeah. That was funny.
Yeah, that was good.
By you, Axel.
Doing all right. A little tired, but
okay.
We're doing fine.
Okay. I mean, just a chill week, I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much.
How about yourselves, bitch?
Yeah, how about you?
I mean, I'm doing fan-fucking-tastic.
Good to hear.
But that's yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But yeah, welcome everyone back to another episode. So I say we just jump right into it. I'm kind of curious on what Axel knows on his thing.
Ah, yes. Currently in the
because
gaming
I have
sphere.
I have a lot to say about that too.
Fuck
So,
Nintendo.
Well, let's start our gaming segment, I guess. But
Fuck Activision Blizzard.
Fuck
Activision Blizzard. Fuck
Hold on,
Nintendo.
has it been a minute?
Fuck
Yeah, it's been a
Nintendo.
minute. We're good. We
It's been
still
a
get
minute.
monetization. But
Didn't know that was a thing.
yeah. But no, classic Nintendo taking another fat L in their war against emulation. And they are currently suing the company who make Yuzu, which is... Hold on, let me see what it's called. I already forgot what it was
For those
called.
of you who don't know, Yuzu is a Nintendo Switch emulator.
Mm-hmm.
I use it, to play Switch games on my Steam Deck. But it's a good one. There's a few of them out there. I think there's Yuzu and I'm blanking on the second one. Yeah, I don't know. I'm blanking.
But yeah, the company is called Tropic Haze LLC. They're the creators of the Yuzu emulator, and let's just make this clear: emulation is not illegal. Emulation
It is 100% legal.
It's 100% legal. The reason why they're suing Yuzu, from my understanding, is because the people who are actually committing the crimes can use their program. So that's why they're suing them.
Yeah.
So,
Which is the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like,
so hey, these guys are committing a crime, so we're suing you because reasons.
it's the same thing of like Microsoft, or not Microsoft, I guess. Well, yeah, we can go with that outrageous. It's the same thing as like Microsoft or whatever suing you because you can pirate Windows on your PC.
Mm-hmm. But you're not a corporation
Like,
making money, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
to be
guess,
fair, this
but
is a
still,
business, but it's not like...
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
Too many loopholes.
Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, fine. I have a better saying or whatever the fuck. Or example. It's the same thing as like VMware. Or any of the like Docker containers. Or Microsoft suing VMware or like Docker because you can technically run Windows on their VM virtual machines. And they can pirate Windows or something like that. I feel like it's like that because they're a company that makes things that you can emulate things.
Yeah. That makes a little bit more sense, but...
Yeah. But it's just as stupid.
Yeah.
Because like,
anyways,
technically you can
technically
pirate
you
it.
can do it, but But no.
Because God forbid you enjoy Nintendo games.
Mm. And run them better.
You consume their product. Oh no. Am I right, fellas?
Well, according to Nintendo, you cannot have fun.
Dude, SpongeBob told me I can have fun. Why can't we? No, okay.
No, absolutely not. Also, I just looked it up. The second very popular Switch emulator is Ryu. It's like Ryu Jinx or whatever. Ryu Jinx. RYUJINX.
Interesting.
Yeah. That one I don't really use that often. There's a few Switch games that I know runs a bit better on that emulator, but I don't really use it. Yuzu's probably the most popular, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. Literally, like, Nintendo can literally sue you for, like, anything and everything. For even taking a deep breath the wrong way.
Yeah, no, fuck Nintendo, dude. It's...
yeah, they're being really shitbags right now.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't think it's going to go anywhere because, like, they've done this many times before, but, like, I'm pretty sure it's been...
and I'll do it again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been shown that, like, emulation's legal, and even on Yuzu's website, like, constantly, they say, like, you have to do this with a real Switch to use it. And funny enough, when I first got into Switch emulation and I was going to Yuzu, I didn't use it for the longest time because I didn't know how to use it without a real Switch.
Yeah, I still don't know how to use it.
Well, it's a certain way. You have to, like, dump, like, your system files and it's the same thing with your games or whatever. You have to dump it, and it's a bunch of shit that I actually don't know because I didn't do it. But
But it's basically forcing you to be like, all right, so if you want to do this, you have to buy the product first that you're basically gonna replicate.
Yeah, you actually have to, like, scour the internet to find a certain config file for you to use Yuzu without, dumping your own from your Switch. Don't ask how I know this. Yeah, I don't know. It was like, hold on, let me go on their website right now.
Yeah, but the way that I see it, as someone who, like, doesn't do, like, the emulation stuff as heavily as, like, most other people would, it's not basically taken away from the original product, though. It's pretty much, as, like he said, you need a Switch, or it's recommended that you have a Switch to access the product. So it's not like you're just going in raw dog and getting everything, like, right off the rip.
A question for you, Axel. I don't know if you know more Switch things, but is it like illegal not illegal, but against Nintendo's policy or whatever to have a hacked Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
Never mind. That is probably where they're going to go get Yuzu, because I'm on their website right now, and for the prerequisites, it says, like, literally the first thing, you need a hackable Nintendo Switch console. Preferably a model that is vulnerable to the Fuse Galley exploit or whatever. And they link a website that shows you, is my Switch patched? Because I think at a certain patch, you can't do stuff. I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure a lot of different consoles as well, like, you can't really have a hacked PS5 or whatever and be able to, like, connect online or any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still. But I mean, Nintendo, or not Nintendo, but PlayStation or even Xbox, they haven't done shit about the emulation for their consoles. Because
they know it'd be stupid to do so.
Yeah.
I don't think they care enough, to be honest. It would be like too much of a wasted effort. Not to say like they wouldn't get anything done, but it's like, all right, cool. People are playing our games. Cool. It'd be a little bit more understanding if like the gaming publisher rather than like the place that they put it on, right? You know what I mean? Like, let's say if like Rockstar was like suing people for emulating the game versus like Sony themselves. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's different when it's like the game company versus the console people.
I don't know. I don't know enough to know enough.
No, see, like, now I think, like, the difference between, like, a Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo is that as long as it doesn't hurt their bottom dollar, for Sony and Microsoft, they could care less. But Nintendo's different. They say, like, if you're doing anything with the shit we own, we'll just kill you.
We'll send out a demon ninjas just to take you.
Yeah, they'll send out the Nintendo ninjas and just execute you on the spot. Because that's just
Here's
how
a real
overly
Pikachu to
protective
kill
they
your
are.
ass.
Yeah, fuck Nintendo, dude. They're
Fuck
just
Nintendo.
They're just shitty. They're way too overprotective on their IPs and whatnot.
Yeah,
They really
no,
need to
see,
get.
I have hated Nintendo for so long, and like this just reinforces my hatred towards them. They don't even make good games. Like
They do. That's the bad.
No,
That's
they
the
don't.
worst part. They do.
Nah,
They make great
nah.
games, and it's
Nah.
terrible.
they made one good game.
They make the same games over and over
Like,
again.
yeah, recently they've only made one good game recently, and that was just the not Breath of the Wild. What was it?
Tears of the
the-
Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom. That's the only good game they've ever came out in the past like year or two.
Nonsense. No, they made fucking what
All
was the
Pokemon
fitness
games
one?
are shit. Huh?
Fitness game on the Switch. That shit's amazing.
They made a fitness one. Okay, my bad. That's game
that
of the year
one's
right there.
it's super fun, but
Yeah, but Nintendo's lost it.
they need to chill.
Yeah.
That's all they need to do. They need to catch up with times and just chill the fuck out.
Well, the thing is that they never really caught up at times. Like they've always
they
been the
don't.
one that's lagging behind.
The old Japanese people, Ivan. That's the problem.
Yeah, like for example, the fucking Wii. Like my toaster has more power than the Wii when it first came out, but
You don't have
I
a
mean,
toaster.
but to be fair, that's a really good, like a really great console, and it had good games and shit. But like in terms of
it
like
was the last
power,
great
or
thing
any
that
stuff,
the Nintendo did.
yeah. And then they failed on the Wii U when it came out. But then they hit. Oh, actually, speaking of which, they had a the little cameo with Holly in the back with her Switch.
Just treat her like a cat and ignore her.
Yeah.
Like the cat's running in the background.
But shit, I forgot what I was talking about. Fuck Nintendo.
Yeah,
Fuck
we'll
Nintendo.
just end it on that.
Yeah,
They're
we'll
shit.
just we'll just end it off that.
Speaking of shit, though, the live action Avatar being mid.
Speaking of literal shit, the Avatar.
Do you guys know anything about? Have you guys watched the show at all?
So
No.
I think I have it on Plex or whatever, but I haven't watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But funny enough, I heard that it was just mid.
Yeah, it was actually okay.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good as the TV show, like
at
the
all.
cartoon.
Well, you can't. It's not. Nothing's gonna be as good as the cartoon.
Yeah. Well,
No,
okay.
see,
There's
so
a hint of nostalgia for that.
So I know a little, I didn't watch it either, but from the reviews I've seen, they basically babied it down.
Wait, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, I thought that's why you wanted to talk about it.
No, it's just
There
everyone's
was
talking
one
about
thing
it, so,
that I saw that kind of pissed me off.
What?
What?
That Aang started flying without his glider for the first
Wait,
time.
what?
What?
Yeah, yeah. He flies without his glider, or does he? I don't think he even has a glider.
That's so stupid. What?
He just flies like a windman.
Like
So
Superman?
yeah, basically all the bending is like not that great. Surprisingly, you know.
bro.
I mean, it looked good in the trailer. That's
I
the
mean,
thing.
they said the air bending was okay. Air bending, the fire bending looked good. The water bending looked, apparently it was like really bad compared to like what you could have done with water bending. Because you know how like each element has like their own like feel to them, right? So like fire bending is like powerful and whatnot. Air is very loose and wavy, and then water bending's like has like that kind of force to it, but like also like calm at the same time. How each styles would work, and apparently the water bending just fell flat. So
I guess. I mean, water is kind of hard to I don't know,
I feel
do
like
the
there's
CGI
been some
and
great
making it
water
look-
physics. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no. I know water physics, but this is more than just water physics. This is like being able, like showing someone being able to manipulate water and all that shit. I don't know. I feel like that's different than just simulating an ocean or a pond or a puddle.
No, because you have to. the territory when it comes to generating stuff, I feel like water would have been one of our most strongest suits, because you know how people have always been paying attention to water.
I think it would be
trying
fire.
to perfect water.
It would be fire.
Why would it be fire?
To be the easiest?
Not the easiest, but like the ones we worked on the hardest when it comes to like generative stuff.
Oh, well, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, it would be water, because that's in like a
literally everything.
Yeah.
Every movie ever.
Maybe they didn't have the budget for it.
The budget for an elemental movie based on the elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have the budget for that. That would probably be
TV
like one
show,
of
not a
the more
movie.
important things.
I mean, it's
a
possible.
TV show, so your like budget is a lot lower than what you would
That is
expect
true.
in a movie too.
It's a TV show and it's on Netflix, so you're not going to have the best of budget.
You have a fixed budget of like not a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, not a lot in standards of like normal like production wise. Like it's gonna probably cost a couple million to make, but like a good chunk of that is poured into animation. It's either they ran out of budget, or like they just didn't care enough. Which I could take the latter on that situation.
Also, as the time of this recording, I don't think they've gotten to the earthbending part of the show, so we haven't seen Toph yet. And
Okay.
Toph's my favorite character, so I really hope they don't screw that up.
You know what they should have done instead of redoing the original?
Just not.
No, well, I mean, yeah, there's also just not. But what I think they should have done was do a live action of The Legend of Korra instead.
Ah, so shit could have been a shinier pile of shit.
No. What I was thinking in terms of that was because, I mean, I haven't finished The Legend of Korra, but I started it like years ago. I'm on like season 2 or whatever out of like, 4 or something? 3, 4? It's a decent show. I enjoy the part where, you know, they're showing life after the events of the first one, and it shows like the technological advancements and shit. I like that. But have it being like a mid to bad show from depending on who you ask. I think if they did a live action version, they could have at least tried to like fix a lot of the stuff per se. I don't know, because it's going to be hard to go after the first show, Avatar: The Last Airbender, because in our eyes, it's like perfect. There's like, we've already had a bad movie before, but at least for The Legend of Korra, it's more of it was kind of mid to bad to begin with, and we could have at least done something to make it better. Am I making sense? No?
Yeah, you're making sense, but it's like,
You're not trying to live up to a good expectation.
Yeah, at least the bar is lowered, so you can at least try to innovate and do better, because at least you'll know what went wrong from the show, versus we don't really know what went wrong in The Last Airbender, because there's like none that went wrong.
How about we just stop trying to live action like every fucking like cartoon or kid show that we've ever had, like ever, and just leave it as it is?
Tell that to Spider-Man.
Wait, hold on. That just reminded me of another piece of dog shit that just got released. How do you guys feel about Megamind?
Oh,
He's
yeah,
good.
the sequel that's like doesn't have the original cast that I never still haven't seen.
A new movie came out, Ivan. Megamind
Wait,
2.
what?
Yeah.
Did it
Megamind
really?
2 just got released, and it is a heaping pile of dog shit. Oh my god. I
heard that doesn't even have the original voice actor for Megamind.
They don't.
Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate.
It is Coco Melon. Actual children brain rot.
Coco Melon.
Like,
Oh,
if you
God.
go watch the trailer, it's literally just brain rot. Actual baby brain rot.
Did they ever drop a trailer before? Did I just miss it?
You just missed it
Probably just
entirely
missed
because
it.
no one wanted to talk about it.
I've never heard of them making a second one.
Yeah, it's actual just brain rot. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean it's on Peacock.
Yeah.
It's on the cock.
It's on the cock. Oh
It's
shit,
just bad.
okay. Yeah, and
Don't
it seems
watch
like
it.
the trailer was released a month ago, so
Mm-hmm.
what?
That seems like a
It
short
released a
time
couple days
frame
ago.
to release a movie trailer, then just release the movie like afterwards too.
So it's a Peacock original.
Yeah, and there's a TV show now.
Wait, you said TV show?
Yeah.
Wait, what? I think you just said it was a movie.
No, there was a movie that was released, and it led to a TV show.
Oh, so there's Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, and it says right here in the description, and new series Megamind Rules.
Yeah, and it's just
streaming on March 1st, which at the time of this recording is 2 days ago.
Yeah, so like they just completely destroyed an IP. Megamind is no longer good. It's just actually bad.
The only reason why they redid the resurgence is because of how the memes that came out of it.
Yeah, they just wanted money.
Because of Markiplier.
They just wanted so much money. And they just destroyed another great IP that did not need to be touched at all. I mean, they could have touched it and tried to make something good, but they didn't even bother with that. They just wanted money.
You know what I miss? I miss Disney doing like those like animated shorts that they would do. Remember what was it about like BAO of the dumpling kid?
Oh yeah.
Just do animated shorts of like that. Just keep releasing those.
No, we have to make money.
Yeah, because Disney needs to make money with like the thousands upon thousands of like marketing shits, like amusement parks, theme parks, and IPs they already own. They can't just tone it back just a tiny bit. God forbid.
No. We need more money. Don't you know we're starving? We need more money.
Who's we?
For all the old people in charge.
Walt Disney didn't die for this shit. What the fuck?
That was hilarious. You can watch the trailer, but I'm just warning you right now, it is really bad.
I only watched the first like 10 seconds and then I stopped.
Yeah,
I'll probably take a look at it later, but it's I don't know.
But yeah, that's all I got.
That's whack.
It's so sad. So sad. You see Nintendo being ass, Avatar being mid, and then fucking them nuking Megamind. It's not good.
That was not a big brain move.
It was not.
It was not. Oh god. Well, I guess to make things on a lighter note, so we can stop talking about depressing shit. The another Alaska thing that we always have to talk about weekly. Just, reminding everyone we're in Alaska now.
We are in Alaska.
There's actually what's one thing that you think about when you think about Alaska other than cold?
Sled dogs.
Is that actually, or are you just trying to transition?
No. That's what I do. I think of huskies. I think of the husky run. The husky medicine run, if you know that story.
So, okay, well, lucky you, viewer. That's called the Iditarod.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Iditarod race, and started at the time of this recording. It technically officially started yesterday, and Brandon and I went to the actual thing. It was in downtown Anchorage. We missed the actual start of it, so we didn't see any dogs, but it was kind of like a whole festival there. It was kind of cool. Yeah,
a lot of people there, like a lot of like street vendors.
Yeah, food trucks and shit. There was also like a state fair happening like a street down. They had like the wheel, whatever, and spinny things.
Like little carnival rides.
Yeah, it was like a carnival.
It was like -10, like -6 out, and like no one was going on that thing. Like all that cold wind hitting your face.
Oh, dude, I can't imagine a kid who was like, "Yeah, I want to go on that one," and then like it spins you at like Mach 3. Like it's so cold.
Has like booger icicles when he's done.
Yeah, dude, it was so cold. I didn't want to deal with that.
Nope. But today, literally when we stop recording, Ivan and I and Ivan's wife were going to Willow, Alaska to see the Iditarod restart, which is essentially the actual start when they travel across up to, I think, are they actually going all the way to Nome? Is that what's going on?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Axel said the medicine run, whatever, with the sled dogs. The Iditarod race is essentially it recreates that historical moment where there was, I forgot what kind of disease broke out in Nome, Alaska, or I think it was in Nome. And there was literally no way to get them the medicine. No, like it was like it was storming out or whatever. You couldn't do by plane.
Like really bad blizzard.
There's no like train that really goes, and at the time you can't really do a car either.
I don't think you still can either.
No. Oh, actually, to Nome? I don't know.
Yeah, because Nome is basically the top
That
left
is
of
true. I
Alaska.
don't know if you can get to Nome by car. I think you have to do by train or by flight.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the only real way to get them the medicine quickly as possible was they had mushers, sled dogs. And I forgot how many dogs it took. I think it took like maybe like 50 mushers or whatever. And the two most notable, I mean, I'm sure everyone's heard of Balto. Balto is the last dog to take the medicine to the people. He gets all the credit, even though he didn't do, I mean, not to undermine his accomplishments. I think Togo was the real one. He like that one dog and that sled group did like 200 plus miles. I forgot like how much in total, but they did basically the entire run. But yet Balto got all the credit.
Yeah.
All right, I have the stats.
Uh-huh.
So the Great Race of Mercy and the Serum Run, as they were called.
Yeah, the serum.
It was really across the U.S. territory of Alaska in 1925, because this is before Alaska became a state. This is like, what is it, like almost 30 years before it actually became a state.
Yeah, Alaska became a state in what, 59?
Yeah, 59.
Yeah.
So it took 20 mushers and 150 slug dogs across 674 miles in 5.5 days.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure Togo did like 200 or 300 miles.
Togo's team covered 261 and Balto's team ran 55.
Yeah. So yeah, ever since that day, and you know, they got the serum, it was successful. They got all of that, saved a bunch of lives. Well, by a bunch of lives, you know, all like 10 people that were in Nome or whatever. But
mostly the reason why they did that was because that disease specifically targeted children.
Yeah.
And they were very susceptible to it. So any child who was infected with that died very quickly if they didn't have that medicine.
Yep. So it was a huge effort. It's fucking awesome. If you haven't seen the movie Togo with William Dafoe or even the Balto from Disney, they're good movies.
Or there was this video on YouTube who went over the entire story of that.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah,
or
or any
all
of
the
that.
details. I gotta find that guy on YouTube. If we find the video, I'll link it in the description. Because
it's an amazing
that guy
story.
He went through like the details and like the tragedy that Bolto went through because he was that the prize dog and got all that attention. He had a horrible life.
Yeah.
After that story, it was kind of bad. But
actually, fun fact: Togo, like I said, the real champ. You know, the one who actually did most of the work and who, you know, should have gotten all the fame. Fun fact: all the Siberian Huskies, all the Huskies you see in the world, or at least in the United States, are all from Togo.
Yeah.
They bred the fuck out of him. So like they're all lineages of Togo because of that.
Hell yeah.
Or yeah, I think it's something like in the at least 80%, but I think 90 plus is the amount of percentage Togos in all the Huskies
here.
So
after that event, Togo he did an amazing accomplishment and whatnot, but he wasn't showered with praise like Balto was.
Yeah, which is shit.
He Togo retired in luxury while Balto suffered through the entire time, and it was like really bad. So it was like when you said like, oh, Togo should have gotten all that attention, I'm like, I don't know about that. he kind of had like a pretty shit life after that. So it was like, I don't know about that.
I mean, but still,
it's probably due to the owner being just a complete shit.
Yeah, at least the owner.
I got to
of Togo
rewatch
was
the
good.
video because he did a pretty good job on talking about that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know when the Iditarod started, but I think sometime after that, they do the Iditarod race every year in Alaska to commemorate that whole ass, you know, effort that they did, for the people of Nome. Yeah, it's still going on, 2024. And it starts tomorrow at the time of this recording. Or not, sorry, tomorrow, today. Yeah, sorry. It starts today. I keep on thinking we're yesterday. And I'll finally be able to watch at least the beginning of this historical race. I'm so fucking excited.
Do you want to explain to the viewers how we found out that the Iditarod race was like yesterday and today?
Yeah, dude, it was the most perfect timing. So I watched a show called Alaska State Troopers because, you know, it's kind of funny or it's kind of fun watching a show about Alaska, so like you can see all the towns and stuff that they talk about in the show. I'm like, hey, I've been there. But literally in one of the episodes, they were going off about like they're showing the Iditarod race. And I forgot I think it was either Brandon or me or whatever. They're like, oh yeah, we should go do that. Like soon. I thought I missed it because I thought it happened in like December or something like that. But Brandon was like, no, I think he said it was in March. So then I was like, oh shit, looked it up. And like, it literally, this happened a few days ago. So we're like, oh shit, the actual race starts tomorrow. So it starts tomorrow, but the actual race happens on Sunday.
That was Friday and today's Sunday. So we literally saw, it was like, oh, it's literally tomorrow and then Sunday.
Yeah, you can't get more perfect timing than that. All because of Alaska State Troopers, by the way. So,
yeah.
Oh, that was just funny.
Oh, yeah.
But, oh yeah, I got this hat, by the way, from when we were at the Iditarod ceremonial start.
I got the bandit, this headband too.
Yeah, got some gifts. Did some touristy stuff, even though we live here.
Well, it's like my second month living here, so
yeah, this would be my like what 7th?
Yeah, something like that.
But yeah, Iditarod, we doing it. We gonna see doggies. I want to pet doggies.
You're participating. He's doing good.
Yeah, I actually really want to go on one of those because I know it's a touristy thing, but you can go on. I forgot where, but you can actually get on a sled or whatever, and dogs pull you through. Like they do like a little tour, and you can experience what it's like to be a musher. It's cool. I want to try that one of these days. Mm-hmm. Probably not this year. I'll probably do it later, probably like in December or next winter. But doggies.
Cool.
Good.
Cool dogs.
Race is good. That the moral of the story.
Oh, they have several fucking tours for the dogs. So you can even do it in the summer too.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be as cool. Like, they'll I think they put it on wheels.
Yeah.
But no, I don't want to do it on snow.
Yep, we can do that. Well, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see here. Doggies.
But yeah, I mean, what's the other Alaska thing that we can throw in here while we're still on the topic? I guess.
Oh, this one company has day tours and night tours too.
Day and night tours for the dog sled stuff?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, we can book like right now, and like I think their schedule doesn't end until like April. So
how much is it to do it?
Let me do a quick find out. So if we go,
just a whole bag, like you need to bring a couple bags of dog food, and that'll be your payment.
It's $175 for one person.
$175 per person.
Yeah, it's an hour experience to the woods.
Yeah. I remember seeing some videos about it, and it looked like they actually they took you into the woods and do like an actual route. It seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, there are several other companies. It's just the first one I found. So
yeah,
it seems legit and everything. And I think that'd be kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
Gotta go on snow machines and everything.
Yeah, I still want to get one. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But Axel, we gotta get you up here.
I'm good.
To visit.
Yeah, to visit. Yeah.
To visit. Yeah.
No, I don't mean like to 100%. Live, but to visit.
Yeah, we don't want you here, idiot.
We don't want you here.
Well, I don't want to be there with you smelly fucking moose people. All right.
Yeah, we don't want your kind up here, boy.
Oh, did we ever talk about our moose burgers?
I don't think so.
I don't think you guys did. No, you talked to me, but that was offline.
He was off the air. Well, I guess we could talk about that. I mean, we had John, he had some ground moose. And we had it once. We made it into like a stew, I think, or like chili.
Tacos.
Well, yeah. Well, I know we had tacos, like we made moose tacos or whatever, but we made kind of like I think it was kind of like picadillo, or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was like a mix or whatever. Instead of ground beef, you use ground moose. They were pretty good. But then we had an extra thing of leftover ground moose. And I was told, because, moose is very lean. They don't really have a lot of fat in them. So it falls apart very easily.
Very easily.
Yeah. So a way that you make them into moose burgers, because I actually really want to try it. I mean, I've had bison burgers, regular burgers. I don't know. Burgers of any kind. But so the way that you do with moose burgers, of course, like I said, is lean. So you have to add things to it. So I think we added to the pound of moose, or was it a pound? I forgot how much moose meat we had. I think it was like
Probably.
2 pounds, a pound or two. But we added, I think you were supposed to add some eggs, or more specifically, what was it? The yolks?
Yeah, the yolks.
Yeah.
And then we added bacon fat.
Yeah, and we were making some bacon, so we cooked the bacon, and then we placed the burgers right where the bacon grease and stuff like that, because you need to add some kind of fat to it, or it's just gonna fall apart. And it was actually pretty good. Holly didn't really like it, but I did.
I feel like she's secretly vegetarian.
No. She likes a good steak, so I don't know.Maybe moose burgers just ain't it. It does taste different, but honestly, kind of just tastes like a burger, just more. What was
Gotta
it?
do a couple extra. I feel like you just needed like a couple extra chews with it just to get it down.
Yeah, well, that's because it's more lean. It's more meaty.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just had that little like notch of like something's different.
Yeah.
You just couldn't put your finger on it.
I would love to try just like a moose steak.
That would be kind of cool.
Or any kind of moose. Because like if you go, I want to go hunting for a moose, and once when you get a moose, you get a shit ton of meat. Like it can, like, at least just for Holly and I, it'll feed us easily 2+ years of meat. So you'll get a shit ton. So you got to get used to eating moose if you're gonna have that meat.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was good. I don't know. What'd you think of the moose meat?
I mean, like I said, it just felt like it was different, but it was, if I had that feeling it was missing something. Like we added like our cheese, our seasonings and all that, and the bacon, but I feel like it just needed, maybe just me, I probably needed more seasoning with among other shit, but I felt like it was just like missing something.
It needed that American grease.
That American. Well, we had the
more
bacon
fat.
grease.
You needed more
bacon
fat.
grease.
Oh, we need more, like butter and.
Yeah, there's not enough calories.
Butter.
It's not calorie
More.
dense enough for me. You got to deep fry that
Oh
shit.
no, there's not enough sodium.
Not enough sodium. I don't know. Axel, would you ever try it?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm down for eating new types of food.
Okay.
I'm always down.
Eat some moose.
Food. It's a
Yeah.
bope.
Eat some phobe.
I mean, we've eaten things that people would be considered really gross.
Well,
Like tongue.
yeah, but that's just Mexican stuff.
Yeah,
Hispanic
I find that normal.
food.
So,
Yeah. Have you ever had bison
trying a
before?
different animal? No, but I'm interested.
Okay. You can get.
Oh yeah, we did have bison burgers.
Yeah. I mean, we get bison meat pretty often, I want to say. Well, decently often. We haven't had it recently, but you can get it at Costco.
Yep.
They sell some pretty good
Yeah,
bison.
whenever I travel, I always want to try out the food. That's the number one priority for me.
Yeah, Alaska's like its
Yeah.
own country. They have their own type of stuff. Actually, what kind of foods is Alaska known for?
There's the Alaskan king crab.
I guess seafood, yeah. There's a lot of crab,
But
salmon
I
maybe.
Doubt. I don't. Probably moose shit if I had to assume.
Moose shit. Literal moose shit.
Literal moose shit.
It's like what is it? Like Africa, they use like bat droppings for like pottery. So you may never know.
Yeah, but they don't eat it, do they?
No. I
No,
assume so.
some do.
Yeah.
I've seen Ace Ventura.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What is Alaska known for? Like Alaska cuisine.
Mooses. That's it.
No, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna look that shit up. I'm actually interested. Best food in not best food in Alaska. I don't care about a restaurant.
Eight must try dishes in Alaska. Let's see. Fish, reindeer sausage.
Oh,
king
I'm
crab.
sure I said this before on the podcast, but fun fact about Alaska. I think per capita, Alaska is #1 in ice cream consumption.
Oh yeah. It was fuck, what was his name again? I'm sorry, I'm blanking on.
John?
We had him on the John. Yeah, John said that.
Okay.
John said that when he was here on the podcast.
Yeah. I just find that so funny because it gets so cold here, but people are like, I should want ice cream. I think it's a Alaska effect because I've also craved ice cream even though it was like really fucking cold out.
Then there's the yak meat.
Yak
You
meat.
try fresh oysters, wild berries, fried bread, and then what is this? AKUTAQ.
Dungeness crab. Yeah, actually, now that I'm looking it up, it's a lot of seafood stuff.
Oh, it's ice cream.
Oh, reindeer sausage and reindeer meat. I forgot about that. Caribou.
Yep.
Yeah, they were selling there was a good amount of stands yesterday doing reindeer sausages.
Bro, they were so expensive. To get a hot dog was $10.
We went to Costco like immediately afterwards.
Yeah, what is it? Like $1? Yeah, it's like $1.50 the Costco like a hot dog and drink combo.
It's like 10 feet long and a drink.
Yeah.
This is the dog. This is the bun.
Fuck, dude.
God bless Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still shit on them though.
Oh wait, fireweed is an actual thing.
What?
Sorry,
It's like candy?
there's a road in Alaska. It's called Fireweed Avenue or something like that. Brian, I don't know if you remember. I was like, fireweed. I thought that was a funny name, but no. Sorry, I'm looking at the foods in Alaska. Fireweed honey is a thing. What the fuck's fireweed?
You were saying they had the Kinninik.
Oh yeah, there's some.
Fruit.
Oh, it's a plant. It looks like lavender.
I was about to say, it sounds like a plant that if you touch it, it probably burns your skin.
No,
that's why they call it fireweed.
It's just poison ivy. That's all it really is.
No,
it
looks
just
like
another form of poison ivy.
No, it looks like lavender. It's like purple and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fireweed honey. That's weird. Oh, it's a specific honey that you can make from that plant. So
yeah,
it seems like
Ivan, you do know that like when bees take up nectar from flowers, it changes the honey, right?
Huh. Well, I didn't know you can get different honey flavor from different plants. Oh, I guess it makes sense now that I say it out loud. But that's kind of cool. So
the honey changes depending on what nectar they bring.
So fireweed honey. Okay, then I'll go try that. I'll go try some fireweed honey. Why not?
It might be spicy.
Might be spicy.
Spicy honey.
Oh, because it has fire, and also it's spicy and it'll get you high.
Yeah, that in that order.
In that order, it's a spicy high.
All right, one more quick Alaska story, and then we can wrap this up.
Alrighty.
Oh wait, is it a crazy one? Crazy Alaska story?
No, it's what happened when Ivan
Brandon
and I went on
fucked a moose.
God damn.
Yes, I am Moose King.
He's Moose King.
No, so Evan and I have been recently going to the gym just to get in better shape.
Yeah.
Just because we are in. I've been indoors for like the past 2 months because me trying to get a job here has been like a tedious fucking task. But Ivan works from home too, so like you're like fuck it, we're just gonna go to the gym. We're gonna get in better shape.
We're not trying to yoked.
Yeah, we're gonna get yacked.
Yacked. Get moosed.
No, so in addition to just doing like everything in the gym, we also go on hikes every so often.
Being active, we're doing that Alaska lifestyle.
Yeah, so there's this one trail called the Thunderbird Trail, and it's 2 miles, a mile in, mile out.
Yep.
But we go off on our own little excursions because you can go like, I don't think you can do this in the summer. We descend down the cliff basically at like that 45-degree angle.
I mean, I think it will be easier in the summer.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But the river is still frozen over a bit at times, and the waterfall that's over there is also frozen over a little bit too. So there are times where like we're walking on like the sturdy ice, and then there was another time we were walking down the creek, And I was like, okay, just test this out. And I was talking to Ivan when I was standing on it. All of a sudden, I just went, ooh. Just fell right in. Again,
Yeah.
same.
This is the second time he fell in the goddamn creek.
Yeah.
I forgot what temperature it was out there, but I mean, of course, it was below freezing, but.
We went at a night, so it was like a little colder out.
Yeah.
Well, not like night. It was like later in the day. But
yeah. That was funny.
I just fell in the creek again, and then we got our rocks.
Oh, hold on.
Well, he's getting his rock. My rock has a little face on it that was there when I first picked it out of the water.
I have my rock.
Yeah, so we picked rocks out of the water.
Yeah. Oh, camera doesn't want to.
Well, my rock has a face, and yours doesn't.
Yeah, mine doesn't. But I mean, I can.
Oh, that's a rock.
Oh no, it's a good rock. It's from the creek.
Mine's a good skipping rock.
I think all these are. They're smooth. Oh, I guess you need it flat, don't you?
Get a little bit flatter.
Flatter, yeah. Oh well.
I don't know. So if you're in Alaska, go on a hike in the winter.
Take a hike.
Take a hike.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of really good hikes. Like there's one that I really want to go. It's called the Peters Creek hike, or I guess the Peters Creek Trail. I would go there now, but it's like a 10 to 13 mile trail, and it goes up the Chugiak Mountain. And during the winter, there's a shit ton of signs that say avalanche warnings. So I ain't doing that. I ain't going when there could be avalanches happening at any point. So I'm just gonna wait until all the snow melts and I can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many trails.
That'd be,
But all right, well, with that, I think we can wrap this up. So thank you all for watching or listening, depending on how you consume our podcast. Check the description, the bio. That's where all of our links are. Give it all the love. If not, I know where you live. And do y'all have anything to say before we go?
Moose patties.
Moose patties. Moose sausage.
Moose patties.
Oh, that episode. But with that, we will see y'all in the next episode. See ya.
See you later, stinkies.